FC Mobile is finally out, which means today is episode 1 of the Road to Glory series. For this first episode, my main goal is to build a good starter team. We're going to open some packs, play some games, and get through some of the new live events. So because it's a new game, it means we have to go through the tutorial all over again. Now, completing it isn't all bad because it did get us a bunch of XP, which allowed me to level up and then earn rewards that way. The end of the beginner stage is playing a UCL match, where in it I was able to try out the new features such as a power shot and see what was working and what wasn't. I found that the finesse shot inside and outside the box works really well, and then power shots with mid power inside the box are great. And of course, for completing that match, I did earn a bunch of rewards, getting coins, getting gems, as well as unlocking other areas of the game. Now, completing the beginner level did also unlock the Founders rewards. So I got my Founders points and my Founder player, which was Raul, who turns out to be a great addition to our squad. But the tutorial or the kickoff section was not over, so I went back in and did the intermediate section where you play 4 skill games and 1 skill match. Once again, they gave me tons of rewards, giving me gems, coins, XP, and most importantly, it unlocked Versattack and head-to-head. At that point, I was also able to claim my starter nation, which I went with France because I was hoping to get Mbappe, but instead I got France's worst nightmare, Lloris. And because I'd ranked up so much, I was then able to claim all of those different Welcome to FC Mobile packs where I got nothing. So it wasn't the best start for the team, but luckily because I had all those Founders points, I was able to exchange them for a bunch of packs. And let me tell you, these packs were juiced. The first player that I packed was of course Rio Ferdinand, an icon. He's going for millions of coins. If I sold him, we'd get a great head start, but he's actually a really good defender, and defending is important in this game. In the next pack, I was lucky enough to get Marquez, who is a hero player, great defender, and those two are now my main defense. But that is not the best part, because the best pack of the 3 was the third one where I got Bobby Charlton. 92 rated center attacking mid, he has good skill moves, good weak foot, and I'm telling you, his dribbling is insane. And while I was at the store, I also made sure to pick up the Founders pack, where it gave us a free premium star pass, and then I got some other packs done where I got some gold players here and there. But there was one last thing to do before I got into some matches, and that was pick up my favorite skill move, the lane change. I got it for 50 of those Founder tokens, and then I got to work on the squad. Now the team wasn't the best. I was rocking a 4-3-3 because we had Bobby Charlton, as well as decent wingers and a good striker. Now something that's important to do, and I suggest doing it with all your players, is to make sure to train them to level 5. Now ranking up is a different system this year. It's a lot harder to do. I wouldn't focus on that for now, but train them to level 5. It will boost their stats quite a bit. For example, for some players, it could boost their pace from the low to mid 80s all the way up to 90 or over 90. It can make some pretty drastic changes. So I made sure to do that with my players, and then it was time to hop into some Versattack and head-to-head matches. Now, unfortunately, the first few games didn't quite go the way I wanted, but I was just getting used to the game, getting used to the mechanics. The feel of the game is so much different than last year. Last year felt a lot more arcade-like, whereas this year feels much more realistic. The dribbling is way more sensitive and responsive, so you're able to make sharp turns pretty quickly, and the shooting isn't just full power and go. You have to be more precise and more skillful with it this year. So once I got a hang of some of the mechanics and went into the next few Versattack and head-to-head matches, I found things to be a lot easier. And that's when I started beating players by quite a lot. It was getting to the point where anytime I was on the edge of the box or just got inside the box, I was putting away finesse shots. And that's the thing that I've found to be the best for me, is go with medium power finesse shots, place them in the corners, especially with Raul, who has the finesse shot trait. It allows him to place it in the corners easier than other players. And yes, traits do really matter this year. They make a massive difference. So if you have an icon or a high rated player with decent traits, it's going to make them that much better. So Raul was really good, but the best player by far was Bobby Charlton. His dribbling is next level, and the left stick, or the joystick dribbling this year, is crazy. You're able to move directions so fast, as I mentioned before, that dribbling through opponents is actually very easy. You don't need as many skill moves as you did in previous years. So I've been using him to dribble past 3, 4, 5 players at a time to then hit a finesse shot in one of the top corners. It's worked a lot for me, and if you've packed him or have the opportunity to pick him up, I'd suggest doing it. Now, during this time of playing these matches and going in and out of different events, I of course got a ton of quests done, which really helped boost the account. It got me tons of coins, tons of gems, which I ended up opening up packs with. Didn't get anybody great from it, but coins, gems, XP, and of course tons of Star Pass credits, which I'll make sure to use in the next episode. I have something very special for you. But with that, when all was said and done, after about 4 to 5 hours, I was able to make an 80 rated team. I changed up the formation, brought Bobby Charlton higher up so that he could have more scoring opportunities, kept Raul as a striker, and then built a decent foundation beneath them. And that is where I'm going to end off today's episode. I hope you guys did enjoy. I have something very exciting for episode 2, so make sure you stay tuned. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.